So are you able to see my screen?
Yes.
Yeah. So let's start first with the uh, write a program that print uh, first in Fibonacci series, right? Right?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. So, as let's first always, whenever I'm start writing any program, first understand the problem, right? So our problem is that we have to find out the Fibonacci series, Fibonacci number first. So here, generally, you can start like a number 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, sorry, 8, 9, and 10, whatever the number, right? So what is the Fibonacci series say? This is like natural number, all the number which till now. So they say ki just you take first two number and add, and whatever the output you can get, just print here like 1. Okay. So for, let's say start with a 0, and we have a number 1 and plus 1, then we are getting the number 1, right?
Right.
So this is the first.
Right.
What is the next number? Next number again, the previous number is a 1, and what is the we receive output 2. The 1 plus 1, now you receive a 2,
True.
right? Now
Yeah.
again last two digit number. Last two, 1 plus 2 would be the 3,
Sure.
right?
Yeah.
Right. Now again last two. This is the what is the plus of 2 plus 3 is equal
2
to
plus 3, 5.
5. So you are getting the 5 number. What is the
Mhm.
next Fibonacci number? Just add plus last digit plus this number. You are getting the 8, right?
Mhm.
Again, what is the next Fibonacci number? 8 plus 5. Okay,
13.
you are getting the 13. Similarly, what next the Fibonacci 7 number? Just add the previous one, right? So you are getting the like 21, right? So in this way, the logic is that you have a first two number, and after that, just add, get the output and add with the previous number, right? What is the output? Add with the previous number, right? What is
Mhm.
the output? Add with the previous number. What is the
Right.
output? Get with the previous number. Means you can say if you want to next Fibonacci, sir, let's say I want to, what is the next Fibonacci sir number? So this number plus what is the previous number? 30. You have to just
Right.
add, and you are getting the next Fibonacci number,
Right.
right?
Right.
So here, surely we have to not display all the Fibonacci, all the numbers flat, but we have to do some calculation. So we have to perform kind of a plus with the last two variable. Like this is the last two variable, you can say, and always
Mhm.
calculate with the plus 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 plus, because this is the infinite thing. Now next next what the Fibonacci number? Just add 21 plus 34. You are getting the next, right?
Right. That's
Again,
right.
this plus this, you are getting the next. So you can say it
Mhm.
is an infinite way you can figure out the your Fibonacci number,
Fibonacci number.
right? So here, due to that we are saying we are going to the find first n, right now. That means maybe n equal to 5, the first 5, maybe 10, then first 10, right? 10, 20, that first 20, right?
Right.
It's now the problem click. We are going to write a code that solve our problem. Our problem I want to display, print only Fibonacci number, Fibonacci series. But the logic of Fibonacci is that any number is a Fibonacci number. If the last two number you can add and find out the next Fibonacci. right?
Right.
So let's so we have to write method static, just return void and print Fibonacci series,
Mm-hmm.
and it will take first n number, right?
You're right.
Here, so if you run here, uh, so let's first. So initially say here we need a first two number, right? We need a one first, at least 0 and 1, right? We have to define one variable. This is the kind of a and this is the kind of b. Let's assume, right? So we have a two variable a and b. Let's assume initially. So first we have to perform a plus b, and then you get a number c, right? So here 0 plus 1. What you are getting an answer? 1. Till now it's clear. You are
Right.
going to take a two variable, one assigning to the 0, one assigning to the 1, first initial two value,
Right.
and just say sum. Whenever you are doing sum, you are getting this number.
Mm-hmm.
Now next time this uh, this is and this should be become b, this should be become a somehow, right? They say ki initially a point to 0, a good point to this and b point to this.
Mm-hmm.
Again I say a plus b, then 1 plus 1, you are getting the 2. Again I change, no, b should be this and a should be this. Again you perform a plus b, you are getting the next number,
Mm-hmm.
right? Again next number. Now next time b should be this, a should be this, right? So always you have to perform plus two number. So this two variable must be pointing to the last two number, right? Is it okay? Because whenever you are going to perform plus operation, they need the two value, right? Left value and right value, right?
Mm-hmm.
So here you can say right always point to this, left always point to this.
Right.
Whenever you plus, you get the new value like 5. Now our right next for if for the what is the next number? Right should be this, left should be this. So
Right.
that you can perform left plus right, you are getting again next number, right? What is this? So here we are going to perform plus operation on the last two digit, last two number, right?
So I have a question.
Yes.
So for example, the left
Mm,
is 3
mm,
and the right is 5. So
yes.
once we add
Mm,
3 and 5, we
uh,
get 8.
eight.
So
Eight is
next 8 is left or right?
now next time eight become a right and five become a left,
Okay.
because always we are going to calculate left value plus right value, right?
Right.
So here say we let's declare one variable left. Initially it's 0, right? And then one variable right, it should be like 1. Till now, right? We have declared two variables here, and let's another variable sum. Sum say like left plus right. Okay.
Mhm. Mhm. Mm.
Here say let s out like instead of this, just I say this is your left variable, and initially I print the right variable. Okay,
Mhm.
right, and after that I print the sum. Right, what is the sum of this left and right? Okay,
Right.
so till now you notice I'm not doing anything, just two number and notice I have written the logic in the factorial method, but method is
Mhm.
not invoked from main method, so we're not getting any output, right? So
Definitely. Yeah.
we have to say let's call this function here and pass let's n initially 10, right?
Mhm.
Now if you run, I'm getting, okay, sorry, what is happening? Just give me. I have written some code that's are many time I am doing something.
Yeah. Oh, for the regex you were working on. Okay.
Yes, that's multiple things
Yeah,
sometimes
yeah,
I had to do.
yeah. I agree.
Right? So as of now, I what I did, I say left value 0, right value 1, and say left print right page. Okay. And after that say just say sum of these two. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You
Mm-hmm.
get next value like this.
Right. Right.
So this till now it's okay. We have a declare one variable 0, that a left variable, and 1 is the right variable.
Right
Okay.
variable.
And we say left plus right, say plus operator, and getting the next value is equal to sum, that will be the 1. Now I want to find the next Fibonacci number. So objective would be we have to do this plus this, right?
Mm-hmm.
So our this
The
so
plus
our
one.
L variable should be point to and right should be point this. If I
Mm-hmm.
perform sum, you are getting the next value should be 2, right?
Sure.
So what I am going to say, whatever initially this is the R variable, this is the L variable, right? Left. If you
Mm-hmm.
say ki left point to the right, right? This is the right variable,
You're right.
and this is a sum variable. I say
Some
ki
right.
left point to the right and right point to the sum.
Okay.
Now you get the here say I am saying, so let's say here left just point now to right become right, and right become equal to sum somehow, right?
Right.
And let's again I print it. Okay, but print we need a sum. Again let's do sum here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and if you run it, so now we do here first we have a variable left that pointing to the 0, right? Another variable right which pointing to the initially 1, and we say left plus right equal to sum, right? Then return 1. Next I say now left point to right, now left become a right means 1, right? This value,
Mm-hmm.
right? And here say right equal to s, that means right become a s, right? That means 1. Again say a plus, then you are getting the new s is equal to, now you are getting new s 1 plus 1 2,
Right. Okay.
right? So now our left become this, uh, currently left become 1 and right become a 1 1. But if you want to next number, then what is it? Now this again left point to this, right point to s sum, and if you again perform plus, you getting the next number like a 3. So in this way, agar if we are going to do same things, I again copy paste and I run, you notice I am getting the next number. So we have to perform same thing, I am getting the next number, right?
Mm-hmm.
Again I going to doing the same thing, I am getting the next number, right? So
Right.
logic is simply just change the left right and getting the number. But
Right.
this is not how many number of times I am going to write this line, right?
Sure. True.
Right. So notice the same this line of code I am writing multiple times.
Mm-hmm.
So why not I write this code in the loop somehow, right? So
Right.
same line of code, same line of code, same line of code, right? Same line of code, right?
Mm-hmm.
In this way we can find out our problem. If in this way we have to print out all the Fibonacci number, right? If you want to nest, just copy paste this code. This is a simple way to print the your Fibonacci number, right? But mm, depend upon the number of things I want, we have to copy paste this code, right? But I don't know what number of n user pass. maybe in past 50, 20, 10. So instead of writing same code multiple time, we have option. Why not you can use some concept of loop?
Mm-hmm.
So till now it's clear how
Yeah.
to get next Fibonacci number.
You're right.
Whatever the number currently you have, like 7 and 8, let's say currently run it. Currently we have a 8 and 13, right? So that means our this is the left plus right equal to sum that means 30 you are getting, right? They are 13,
Yeah.
right?
Mhm.
This should be like here should be 8 and this should be 5, right?
Mhm.
In this way
Mhm.
we are getting output. L pointing to this, R pointing to, so we are getting a sum. If you want to next number, so what is this? Just we change, say this become your sum would be find out, but if say this become your right and this become a left, right? And say again plus, you get this next number. So logic is just ki whatever the sum, this become your right variable, and what is the your previously right become a left. So that now left plus right, you are getting the next number. This is the logic for the Fibonacci number. Same thing we are doing here. Just changing left to right to sum, and again sum left and right, and getting the new number. Is it clear why we are saying left to right and right to sum?
It's clear now.
Clear now. Because this, whatever the sum I find, that this becomes should be your right, and this would be your left, right? So
Mhm.
currently this 13 is the sum. Some variable point to the 30. So if say here right should be the sum, and this should be the left, because currently right is this, then becomes to the left. So we are just changing the position. Key currently what is the left, what is the right, and just sum it. Right? So in this way, you writing any number of time, and you are getting the next prime number. Sorry, next Fibonacci number. But as of now, understanding, we can figure out this is our Fibonacci series. But this is the way we are not going to write the code, right?
Right.
We
So
need a loop.
yeah, copy paste code possible if can reuse. Why not say compiler? Hey compiler, you just repeat this instruction multiple times. Why I am manually copy paste, right?
Yeah.
Is it clear? So now I am going to say compiler. I'm not going to for multiple times. Multiple time. I know I have this condition, right? Now, n time you have to loop it. N time you are going to run this instruction, right? This instruction, right? So instead of writing this, I'm just removing all the things, right?
Right.
That's I comment. I don't
Yeah.
need. I
Mhm.
simply say ki this is the instruction. I want to loop it. So what here say? I say just uh, maybe let's loop two while different, okay?
Mm.
While and whatever the n less than equal to n. But question is ki what the we have need some variable count type one time, two time, three time. So here just I am giving one variable like let's count start integer c, let's equal to 0, and here say whatever the c plus plus, okay? So I'm say until c first time 0 less than 10, yes, do this activity. Next time again loop it, okay, do this. Next time loop it, do this until this count become a initially start to 0, right? If they become a 10, just stop it, right?
Mhm.
Let's say I want to whatever the number someone passed, like for someone passed to 8, so they this loop going to 8 time, 0 to 8 time. Initially see 0, that means we are just calculating this and printing, right? Then after here 0 less than n become 8, right? It's a true means again go to the loop here. And now you know this is the post increment. So once condition verified, C become a 0 to 1, right? They print this again, right? And again condition check. Condition true, then again go loop. Again C become a 2, right? So until C not become a 10, this loop is going. Sorry, 8, right? Till now, any doubt? Here just, this is my business logic. I just make compiler, you repeat this work n time. N time is just make a loop. Let's run it. You know, I am getting those n time your. So you notice key this some, let's key I want to output in the one liner like here. So instead of here, why different line come output? Because here we are using the ln. Ln means new line. So here
Yeah.
if I say print and just print, right?
True.
And just make a kind of a separation like a comma, right? Right? This way. You get the output like a one liner, right?
Hmm.
So you are getting this. So what we did, we just initially defined two variable and just sum it. So instead of here s, so notice same thing you are doing here, same thing doing. Instead of doing this, let's say here I can write s here, right here, so that don't need a print here, right here s, right? Already s is the one, then a print, then we change the value and sum it, right? So don't need extra, just we have to print first time 0, then 1. And what is the sum? This is the sum, print the sum, and next time we have to change the value, then again in the loop, again in a loop. So instead of this writing, why I am writing this code here, this code here, right? Same, right? So instead of here, I say, why not I just put this line here, it's step in a loop, right? Why writing? Right. So this is the just initially become a 0 sum, right?
Right.
So now what happened? Here S0 just sum, and just here in a 1 0 and print the sum. After that we change the left to right, right to sum, right? And just
Yeah.
print. So you are getting all this.
Inverse. Yeah.
So this is now your become a log. So whatever the things you want to multiple time, just tell compiler repeat this in n time. This is the number of time you want. So instead of copy paste code multiple time, do help. So as you know, you have a study like three kind of loop: for loop, while loop, do while loop. So you try multiple loops, right? So you should aware, right? So I'm here changing, instead of for loop you can also do, while loop you can also do, but here you can also do while loop, right?
Yeah.
The concept is same. This instruction I want to repeat of n time. So let till now any doubt how to write, how I'm writing this code? If you have any doubt till now? You are audible? I'm audible?
Yes.
Yeah.
Um,
So is till now any doubt,
no,
confusion?
yeah, I understand the logic.
Okay. So in this way, you whenever you are going to write code, go small by small, right? And try to first solve the simple way, right? And later part you think this can be, I make a use a concept of loop or optimize and can be better way, right?
Mm.
So that you should aware, okay, this is the way also we can solve the problem, right?
Right.
But we can use some uh, utility with Java itself offer. Why not compiler do for me? So we are just using here the concept of your do while loop or while loop or any for loop, right? But the
Right.
concept is simple. Whenever we have a two number, like here any two number like 2 and 3, okay, and you want to what is the next Fibonacci number? So you
Mhm.
need your left variable operation and just perform your right. So this is the left, this is right, and perform plus. You are getting this next Fibonacci number. Again, you want now this is become your S sum, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
The only logic here, what is the next? Next would be you want to set this plus this, then you are getting a sum, right? So instead of now this become your right, this become your left, and now you are getting 3 plus 5, your sum is equal to 30.
Yeah.
So same here logic say now first time left become right because this is the right, right? And this is the S. So here say first line say left point to the right, left point to the right, right? And here say
Yeah.
right point to the sum, right point to the sum. Again loop say go here and just plus left plus right, and you are getting again S. A same thing you are doing for repeat, repeat, repeat.
Mhm.
Anish, you have anything doubt till why these two lines we are written here, right?
A little bit better than before. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Each lines have some meaning, some understanding, but whenever
True.
you are practicing, maybe you write, then you can understand it.
Right.
Okay. Still the same program you try to write yourself. Whatever a program I am writing, instead of just copy paste and running, just try to you write yourself. Okay.
Right. Right.
And still any facing doubt, confusion, you can get this code and again run it. But think whatever you are studying, can you memorize something? Are you able to write or not, right?
Okay. Yeah.
So whenever I am writing any code, just carefully listen and try to write without copy paste this code, right?
Right.
You
Yeah.
get this code, don't copy paste, just you
That's right.
write the code line by line, don't copy paste code. If
No.
let's
No.
say I'm sharing this on my blog, don't copy and run the code.
Okay.
Just write line by line and
Okay.
try to understand. I need write to run the code and check the output. I write
Mhm.
this code, run the check the output. Right? Might
Right.
be do some changes here and again observe the output. Right? So
True.
please don't initially times don't try to copy paste from maybe Google or anywhere. Let's you are trying to find some solution. Google find out. So
Mhm.
just read what the logic someone written on the website and just try to write by yourself. Don't
Okay.
copy the code and paste on an Eclipse and run it.
No. No. Sure.
Initially, you just help us to whenever you're writing code by same code, write. Don't give the different logic, but write by your finger. Okay.
Oh, okay. Right.
So till now, this is okay.
So far, it's good.
So
Okay,
we
good.
are moving to the next topic for the day, right?
Okay.
Okay. So till now, we have a study to declare a variable like integer x, right? And they
Mm.
can hold any value. So whenever you're writing variable x, so whenever this code run, compiler go create one memory location for your block, and they are assigning their value 10.
Mhm.
Okay? And I want to store like 10,
Mhm.
20, and 30. Three value.
Mhm.
I want to. So generally, what are you doing? I am going to create one variable A, one variable B, one variable
Mhm.
C. So
Right.
generally, our practice, we are going to again create one more variable, right?
Mhm.
Integer x y equal to 20 and integer z equal to 30, right?
Yeah.
And here say, so now compiler say, okay, you have created 3 blocks. So they create one block for 10, they pointing to the x, right? Again block for the 20, they pointing to the 20, and again block for the 30, they pointing to the 30, right?
Yeah.
Now they become x, y, and z. So as of now, it's okay. There is no problem. But
Mm-hmm.
you notice all three are the kind of same integer value.
All right.
Here I am just repeating same time, same time, same time, right?
You're right.
So is it possible somehow compiler we have an option we can create multiple value like 10, comma 20, comma 30.
What is the question, Ajay bhai, again?
So now till now we are want to store three value 10, 20, 30, and
Mm-hmm.
all are the integer, right?
Mm-hmm.
So till now we have static key. We are going to declare three variables and holding the value, right?
Yeah.
And I to sum, then some say x plus y plus z, right?
Mm-hmm.
So is it uh, instead of declaring this three variable and three memory blocks are allocated till now, I can declare only one variable and that here is like a 10, 20, and 30. There is
Mm-hmm.
the x variable, this is the y variable, this is the z variable. Is
Mm-hmm.
any way I can declare one bigger variable instead of holding one that can hold this 10 and 20 and 30 also
Array.
array. So
All
array is
right.
the one concept which allow you can just inform compiler ki I want to store three value, not only here you are allocating block. Here is the integer x equal to 20. The compiler ne okay, this is x means I have to allocate the 32-bit memory allocated, and they can only hold only one value like 10. You cannot
Mm-hmm.
here store 10 comma 20 because there is no
Mm-hmm.
enough space available.
Hmm.
If you say here like x equal to 90, so they replace the value.
Mm-hmm.
Here say now initially x equal to 10, but you say x
Now
equal
it
to
is
90,
20.
then just replace to 90. Now you cannot access the 10. If you print x, they always return in the 90.
All right.
Even here there is no any option. You can write x comma 90. Compiler doesn't understand the meaning. Compiler know this is the integer, it is a type x, that they can only hold one value of int type, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
They cannot store two or three or four.
No.
For that,
Mm.
we have informed, hey compiler, I want such case ki one variable can hold value like 10 comma 20 comma 30. I don't want to declare three variable, right?
Mm-hmm.
We have to learn syntax ki how our Java compiler understand is it way we can declare one variable like a and pass all the value, right?
Right.
So currently till now we have not studied, but Java say yes, you have options to hold multiple value in a variable. So this is the known as a data structure, array data structure, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Array. So this array is also heavily used in our application, right?
All right. Right.
So we have to think just like in the just remove it. Okay. Till now, we have a study to defining any variable. We are doing the two statement. First, we declare variable like integer g. Second, might be g initializing the value, right? Here we have the variable name. This is the data types. Okay, and what is the value we are going to initialize? The generally these are two steps are directly in a one liner. Till now study. Similarly, the same concept for array. So I want to declare integer and variable array, right? Here I want to declare some variable. So here by default, if you write this way, compiler understand this is the one integer, they can hold only one value of an integer. But how I can say this is the array? So this is the syntax of your array.
Hmm.
If you mention this, open and close, so compiler understands, oh, this is the array. This is the array, that means they can hold multiple values. But question is that how many value they are going to store? One value, two value, three value, five value, right? We have to inform compiler. Now I am going to uh, store like three item, right? So here you say I am declaring one a variable, that is the array variable, that holding three value, right? Is till now any doubt?
So
No.
3 empty value.
Yeah, three is the just locations, three value we are going to store. Means this is the one
Okay.
memory allocation. I want to store three value here. Maybe here 100, 200, 300. This is not a value. This is the number of integer value I am going to store.
Okay.
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 So, so here let's so instead of initially just here say let's integer, I am say array a equal to. So question how to write the value. Let's say I am writing 6, 7, 8. Okay, it's three value. Compiler need some specific syntax. If you want to assign some value, you don't directly assign here. You have to use this special keyword like this, right? So whenever you are going to assign multiple value, then you have to change two things. One, here is specify compiler. This a variable is a array type, means they can hold multiple value. And how I am passing this multiple value in this way: 6, 7, 8, whatever the value, right? Like
Hmm.
this is the one way, means here we are declaring one variable a that is a type of array, and the same time we are initializing with the value. This is the initial value, right? Look like here. Here say declaring x variable, this type of integer, they can hold only one value, that is the 10. Similarly, here say this is the a variable, this is the types of array data types. They hold the arrays of multiple value of a type integer. But here you are trying to say multiple like 7.8 double, compiler not understand this is allowed. See, here you are saying I am going to hold multiple value but types of integer. So here you can only hold the integer value, not a float, not a double, not a character, right? So this one rule, if you are going to declare any variable of array, whatever this data type you mention here, in this array only those specific data type value you can store. You cannot going to store here integer, a float, a double, a character. This type always Java compiler enforce. Whatever value going to here storing, they are checking these value are integer types or not. If not, compiler keep compile time error to you. Is it okay?
I have a question.
Right.
Now, integer 3, the
Hmm.
top line.
Hmm.
I know that
I'll come here. I'll come here. First, understand this.
because this line we can already define the value. So 4.
Right. So here compiler have intelligence. From this value, they can figure out what is the uh, size of this array. If you here go s out a dot length, okay. So here compiler understand this a variable is initialized by the 4 value. They return this 4 as a property. Means this array variable holding the 4 value.
Okay, so this is same as integer bracket 4.
Yeah.
Okay.
So sometime when you at the time of declaration, you already know ki I have this value. So you can directly write here, and compiler automatically figure out your size, length of this array,
Okay.
right? But sometime, like here, you can declare variable and later part initialize, right? One way here, you declare variable and same time initialize, right? Sometime
Yeah,
wait, you first declare variable. Next line here, after some time you can initialize the value.
that's right.
Similarly,
Yeah.
in the case of array, you can also do. So I want to the integer array variable. Let's key A1. I want to go. Let's key store 6 element, right?
Mhm.
Here I have to syntax new integer. You have to specify here like 5 element.
Mhm.
So now here say I am going to declare one variable A1, that is array type. What is the size? Size should be 5.
Why did you type new? New.
Yes, because they are going to allocate memory. Here compiler know कि this is the X is the integer type. Integer have a 32 byte 32 bit. They allocate memory 32 bit for you, right? And
Yeah.
they assign value to 10. But whenever you say array of integer, but array means multiple value. So
Mhm.
you want to store multiple value 1, 2, 3, 4. How many types? So
Five times.
compiler
Yeah.
need initially ki just tell me the number of element you want to store so that I can allocate memory for you, right? So new keyword say ki I am going to allocate memory for 5 integer value. This line say
Uh,
this is the memory allocation. They are going to allocate memory and for the 5 element.
but is it the same thing if I type it int bracket 5a1?
Uh,
You know the top line, the line
Yes,
that you
yeah. So here generally we have to just I'm to inform here you have to specify the size. But how to initialize? This is the where we can size say initial value here.
Oh,
Here specify the length of your array, right?
okay.
So from this side you can write here, right? But generally say कि always here this is the left side because new keyword going to allocate memory. So here you
Hmm.
have to specify what is the number of integer I'm going to store.
Okay, okay.
So instead of here, we have to initializing here, right?
Right, right.
So till now here, if you again run dot length, they give you the length like a here 5. Notice 5. This is the by
5,
default.
yeah.
Whenever you say value at that time, there is no any option to give new keyword and size because you are already supplying the value. So from the this value, compiler is already intelligence figure out कि you are storing this 5 value, 4 value. They are going to allocate memory for 4 variable. Okay, and all values should be type of integer, right? Integer is I know compiler know कि integer 32 bit side, this 32 bit, this 32 bit, this 32 bit, this 32 bit, right?
Yeah.
Here automatic assign value like 6, 7, 8 and 5, right? But here in this case compiler going to allocate memory for your 5 int value, right?
Yeah.
Right. And but what is the value till now? All are the empty.
Empty. Yeah.
By default this is the integer is default value 0. So by default they are going to the 0, right?
Yeah.
So here but our question is how I can put the value here. I want to put my value right here. How to put?
Mm.
Yeah, second question, how to read value? How I want to read this 7? Just like I want to print the 7 here, not the length. I want to this value, right? How to get?
Uh, a dot a slash bracket 0. Sorry, 1.
So yes. So
Uh,
Java say कि wait, whenever I am going to create this array data structure, So I have previously all the variable you are giving name like x. This is the name x, right? This is the block. You are each block you are giving name. From name you can access the variable, right? But here there is no name for 6, 7 all independently, right? So here say by default this become a 0. This is the 1. This is the 2. This is the 3. This is known as array index. So by default for first position value, if you want to access, you use this 0 index number. You want to this 8 value, then you can say I want to second position value, yeah, third position value, right? So this is not a word say position, but compiler in the Java say this is the index, right? Third index, first index, 4 index. So let's say I want to here 8, that is 0, 1, 2. So here say out of here and say I want to 3 position value. If you say here 3, you're getting the value of A of 3 position value. 0, 1, 2, 3, 5, right? You are getting a 5. You are getting the 5, right?
Right.
Let's say I want to getting the 0% value, so you get a 0% value, that means you get a 6, right?
Yeah. Mm.
Similarly, 2 position, you are getting the 2. If you want to get any element of the array, then you have to use the index. By default, array index start in the Java language as a 0. This is the 0 position, 1 position, 2 position, 3 position. Generally, we're not saying position, but say this is the index. The 0 index, 1 index, 2 index, 3 index.
Mhm.
But till now, any doubt how to declare array, how to initialize value in array, and how to access value, get value.
Got it.
Got it? Good. But here it's very clear. I am directly assigning the value. But here I have not till now I have not assigned value. I print here. Let's say as out. I want to print like 0% value. What they print? What the 1% value? What the 2% value?
Null. Mm.
Mhm.
Now this is this array A1 variable. They have initialized with a they are going to store 5 element. Length is a 5. But if you want to access the value 0%, 1%, 2%, what is the value of that? Because as a Java developer, we are not giving any value. By default, they are getting all the value 0. Right? I say whenever compiler allocate memory here for the size, whatever is size given here, size given 5, they are allocating memory for 5, right? 5.
Yeah.
And if you're not putting any by default value are going to initialize of that type int. Is the int type? The default integer value is a 0. Yesterday I saw the default data types of all the value, right? So all the integer is the default data type 0. So you are getting here 0, 0. But I want to uh, put my own value. So how to give value? So similarly here you can say a1 of 0 position, I want to put value 99, right? Similarly, I want to push in a 1 position, let's 19. 2 position, let's say 20, right? 3 position, 45, right? And after that, if you again read this, you are getting value 0, 1, 2, 3 because you are initialize the value. So whenever you are going to initialize any value in array, you have to specify the index on which index I am going to store this value.
Mhm.
So now you notice I am getting this value.
Mhm.
What happened? Now you notice, let's see, one problem. This is the allocation 5, means they are going to allocate the memory for 0 position, 1 position, 2%, 3%, and 4, 5%, right? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Here I'm assigning value 0%, 1%, 2%, 3%. Let's say I'm writing more 4, 5, 6%. Then what happens? Till now they have a space. They are going to putting value, putting value, putting value, putting value, putting value, putting value. Let someone say I am going to initialize value a1 of 6 equal to something. Let's say 1, right? So, but there is a no allocated memory here. Or you are trying to assign value here, right? So compiler is giving error for you, right? Compiler say you are going outside of the index. This is the index of 5. You are going to outside of the index. So array out of bound index exception will get, right? So let's if I'm trying to here like 9, now I'm going to type 4, like 4, and say 5. Till now there is no problem. Let's I'm trying to 6%, right? Any value. Till now let's run it, and then you are getting the are you seeing
Yeah.
array index out of bound exception, right? Because here say index 5 out of bound. Because whenever we are creating index a of 5, here you say 5 of integer, 5 means the last position should be the 4, right? Because they start the 0, right? 0, 1, 2, 3, right?
Yeah.
1 value, 2 value, 3 value, 4 value, 5 value, right? So if you are going to put the 5th position value, they are saying ki out of range, out of array index out of bound. So in this array, you have to be carefully going to accessing or initializing value. So this would be not allowed, right? Here, similarly, in the case of here, you know this is the 0%, 1%, 2%, 3%. Value you are getting like here also you try to say a of like here say this is the 0%, this is 1, this is 2, this is 3. The till 3 okay. Let someone going to try to this is the your 0%, 1, 2, and 3. Okay. Here your value like 6, 7, 8, and 5. And I can access 3 variable. Like here I can access the a of 3. They are printing the your a of 3 value. But someone try to get the access of a of like a 4. But there is no any index for it, right? So again say array out of bound exception. That's here I'm trying to say, let's say I am trying to say give me the 4th position value. This is the 0, 1, 2, 3. It's okay. But if you try to say 4th position, compiler say again problem because 4 is out of bound, right? Look line number here. This is the 4 is the out of range. So always you get array index out of bound exception. So, so we have to remember this is the some rule for array data structure. First rule, whenever you are going to declare any array data types, you have to specify the size. Number of element I am going to store in this array, right? Size must be needed. But whenever you can directly initialize, compiler automatically calculate the size. But size is must needed.
Right.
Whenever you are going to accessing the element, right? You have to ensure you can only access this to this value. Even you cannot access like a -1 or 4. If you're trying to access the -1 array out of bound exception, and you are going to access a of 4 array bound of exception. This is the very size bound you can say array because they need a occupy memory. So first things, and all the value whatever you are storing in this array should be the same type. If this is the integer, you always store integer value. You cannot store float, you cannot store string, you cannot store character, right?
So same way, can we do float here? Float
Yeah,
double? We
yes,
can do.
you can do, you can do here. Let's do character, okay? Yes, and here you can say no character is single character, right?
Yeah.
In this way you can character, even you can do double, double array and double, and here you can say give value 1.5, right?
Yeah.
All the data types, like till now I study like integer, byte, short, int, float, double, char, long, all the primitive data types, as
Yeah.
well as the all the user defined data types, like string, like string is a class, right?
Yes. Yeah.
String is not primitive data, you can declare array, right?
Yeah.
Like right. So array data structure is support all kind of primitive data types and non-primitive as well as. But rule is same. If this is a string type, they can only hold the string value. Let's say you are trying to store some here integer, compiler is complaining error. Incompatible type, integer cannot required string, but you are passing integer, right?
Right.
So this is the first rule. Array are going to hold value, but same types of value. If this is a string, all should be string. This is a double, all should be double. This is a character, all should be character. Means homogeneous, you can say, right? All the value in array always is the same type. And
What about
array,
var? Var?
uh, you cannot
Var.
use var here.
Okay. Okay.
You cannot var not support array,
Okay.
right?
Okay. Mhm.
Because here not confused what kind of value you are going to store, right?
Right.
You cannot do.
Okay. Okay.
But later part, whenever I am going to uh, teach some classes, some different types of collections framework, then surely we'll discuss. There is a concept like you know Java. There is a one. Today I'm not discuss, but this is the concept where you can declare array for homogeneous object. Means where you can store a string, where you can float and double as well as, right?
Okay. Okay.
Till now I'm not going to confusing here, but this is some exceptional cases. Generally Java say either compiler allow, but generally guidelines don't use such data structure. Always
Right.
use array, means you are holding same kind of value. The
Right.
first rule for array, rule number one, always all the value in array should be the same type, right?
Right.
Second, array always need a one size, okay, length, right?
Right.
Always need a length. You cannot create array for the dynamic,
Right.
because
Right.
we have a limited of memory capacity, right?
Correct.
So size always, and whenever you are going to reading any value from array, you
Right.
ensure that you read from 0 to your length minus 1. If your length is 6, then it should be 5, right?
Right. Right.
You
Right.
cannot put your access outside of the range. This is the
Then it will be out of bound.
yeah, you can getting whenever you going to run the code, run time you are getting exception. Your
Right.
array, whatever the element you are trying to access, it is the array index out of bound exception.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Till now, any question, doubt with
No,
array?
it's clear for me.
Okay. So
Clear.
till now, In this way, you can declare array, and in this way, you can initialize array, right?
Right.
Or directly, you can declare and initialize.
Uh, Declare and initialize.
This is the declaration part. Means you are
Yeah.
saying this a variable is the types of integer that hold multiple value. Here you
Right.
say this is the multiple value. Here say I am going to declare a1 variable that is array type, that means hold multiple value, but they can hold only 5 element, not more than 5 integer value.
Right.
And by default, you are not assigning any value. That means all are the default value hold by default. So let us like here. Initially, we have written like a integers like a variable like or you can say one thing you can declare here also, or you can declare here also. Both are allowed.
Oh, so either this
Either
and
way, either way. But
either way.
always preference way to the you can go hold with not let's preference way always do like not here, but always do it here. Compiler allow for both, right?
Okay, okay. So the same thing.
Yeah, both the meaning same, but more readability compiler always suggests you can. Notice here your main method is the array of string.
Right, right, right,
Here it is array, but they are indexing here, right?
right, right.
By
Yeah.
the guidelines, but sometime developer can write this way, compiler are also happy.
Okay, okay, okay. Yeah, yeah. Okay, I got it. Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
So one way now here let's say I want to print all the element of an array, the whole do. One by one, I know I can access F0, F1, F2. Multiple time you write the copy paste code, right?
Right.
So always, whenever you are doing copy paste code, think we can reuse or not, right? So here we have already no loop. So why not run the loop and print all the value, right? So here say, I am going to run loop. Okay, this time I am going to try while loop. Okay, while loop. I am going to, I know printing value need this, right? Here I have to pass some number like 0, they print the 0, they print a 4, right? 1, then 1, right?
Right.
But I want all, sometimes 0, sometimes 1, sometimes 2, sometimes 3. So here say I am declare one variable index equal to 0, initially start 0, and say index until less than your whatever the you can find out the length. So here say length equal to t dot length. In this way you can write here say until your length.
Okay, okay. I see, I see. Yeah, yeah.
So now your length is less than, this is the index start from 0, right? And your length. Here you can print the not 0, but say I am going to index. Here I am saying index, right?
Okay, so it will loop. It will loop.
Right. And, but this index must be here incremented, right? First time you seek index 0, then index plus x equal to index plus 1, right? First time is 0, then loop, then 2, then 3, then 4.
Index plus 1 or
Oh, sorry, plus 1, yes. Right?
Yeah.
While until this is the while loop. This condition must be after some time going to the false, right?
yeah. Yes.
First time 0, less than 4, yes. Second time 1, then 2, then 3. After some time it will gonna false, right?
Yeah. So it will exit at that time.
Yeah. Once
Exit.
you say, so here you can say that we are exit. Let's here say right? So instead of here, I can also print like here index value, right?
Right.
So here we are getting output like this. In this way, you can get all the value, not one by right. This is the your all.
Okay. Okay. So you already okay, by running this loop, you
Yes. So yes. What is your question? Here, index
yeah,
initially I know this is the zero position, so I take one variable index zero.
that's right.
I know
Yeah.
what is the length here using the dot length property. Right? This is the my
Right.
length. So I run if index less than length,
Right.
only run. The first time index 0, then print 0. Then index become a 1. 1 go here, 1 less than your 4. Yes.
Yeah.
Then go print your 1 value. 1 value print the 5, right? This is the 5, right? Next
Right.
again 1 become a 2. 2 less than your 4. Yes, 2 less than 4. Go here, print the value 2. Again become a 3. 3 less than 4. Yes. Go print the value of 3. Now index become a 4. 4 less than 4? No. Go outside and print out. Right?
Got got it.
So in this way, you can access all the element. I want
Now,
to sum.
now, if how did you type this the middle index in between the semicolon? Yeah,
It's this
and
one or this? This one.
yeah. So this one in between the semicolon, you type index or with the
This one.
plus sign. No, no.
This.
This one I know. When you type plus, then
Mhm,
you can type index. But before that, it used to be a string, right?
mhm.
From T to this semicolon, like double quotation.
Right. This is the one thing. Whenever surely I'm going to read more about this string. So what is the logic here? This will print T. This is the print. This right. This.
Yeah, okay, yeah,
And
okay.
after that, I want to not only 0. If you not, I am writing here should be 1, 2, 3, 4 value, right? So I am saying this is the whatever the value put here. Then again this curly brace, right? This is the.
Mhm.
Oh, okay, okay.
So I am
I see.
writing
Got it.
this in the double quote here.
Okay, okay.
Excuse me. After that, I say ki whatever the actual value print here, right?
Okay, okay. Yeah, yeah.
So this portion is worth for this thing, right?
Right.
The index value this and complete this is the value, right?
Okay,
Always
okay.
this, right?
Yeah,
And after that actual value is this.
right. I got it. I got it. I got it now.
This is the whenever we study about this operator, the plus is the overloaded operator, right? In the whenever this is a string, this is the concat, right? So whatever the value
Mhm.
they are concating here.
Okay.
So here you can do lots of operation. Let's say I want to sum up the all number, right?
Yeah,
So similarly, maybe here you can write for loop. Here say integer index, right? Index equal to 0 and say index less than your array name is a t dot length, and here
yeah.
say your say index plus plus. This is the way also you can write the code.
Right, right.
Same. And here I want to sum of all numbers. Similarly, say integer sum equal to 0. Here say sum equal to sum plus t of
Uh,
index.
in yeah.
Right.
T in, yeah.
Right. In this way, you can get the sum, summation, maximum, minimum. Lots of questions now we can start going to on the array. Right.
Oh, so it will be a long subject here.
Yeah. Subject is a clear, need lots of exercise so that you should aware how array works. Now notice I found the sum of this all number, right? Now,
Right.
I want to maximum number. I want to what is the maximum number? I want to what is the minimum number, right?
Mm-hmm.
I
Right,
want
right,
to average of all this number, right?
right.
The multiple question answer here we can start thinking using this array concept.
Okay.
So this is for the day. Any doubt, any confusion? What is an array? So array,
I'm
yeah,
I'm clear now. I'm clear.
because this is going. We are going to lots of exercise in this array. Okay.
Sure, sure. Yeah,
So basic rule, whenever you are declaring any variable like any variable, okay, and this variable here you say data type like int, if say this is the normal variable, right? If you say this is any variable you are declaring and giving the data type here int, and here say this is the and array index, that is the array. This is the array variable, this is the normal variable, right?
right,
The
right,
differences this open and close parenthesis, right? This
right,
indicates compiler कि this is the variable they are going to hold multiple value of the
right.
same type of the same types of all the
Right.
value, and they have a fixed length. So sometime you should aware how to declare array, how to initialize array, how to declare array. This is the way you can declare array, right? How
Right,
to initialize value. This is the way we initialize the value. How to get the value. This is the way you are getting the value. So you should aware how to initialize, declare plus in declaration, initializations, and access use. Here currently you are using means getting the value.
right,
But Java say if you already know all the initial value, so in one line you can also do. Just this is array variable. I know all the value I can give you. You can calculate the length. Even you don't need right here integer or int and size. Right? So
right,
these two flavor generally all the variable in Java say you can one line you declaration and one line initialization and one line your use. Or same line you can do declaration plus initialization. But this syntax you have should aware whenever you are declaring khali, at that time you have to say integer new and the data types and the size.
right.
This is the syntax you have to follow. And whenever you are doing practice multiple times, learn more, right?
Sure. Yeah,
But generally, whenever you are array, generally always to getting element or putting element, we are using the loop concept, maybe while loop or maybe for loop, right?
right,
And for loop, you can use the index, and this is the 0%, 1%, 2%, 3%. And we have to ensure that whatever your value you are passing, that not go beyond your length of array. If length is 5, the maximum
yeah,
here you can pass 4, right?
right.
Because they start 0.
No, if the length is 5, then you can
So,
pass
yes,
5
you
value.
can declare a of 5, right? Here a 5, right? Means they are going to hold 5 value. So they are allocating memory for 5 block, right? 5 block. But they start from 0, 1, 2,
Ajay,
3.
Ajay bhai, I
Uh,
think your screen is frozen. Can
oh,
you refresh? Okay.
okay.
Maybe you're showing something. I
Yeah, yeah.
cannot see.
I'm. Let me know. My screen again come.
Uh, yes. Yeah, I can see. Okay.
So ऐसे कि whenever you declare any variable array that a size of like 5, right? 5.
Yeah.
So your block would be allocated 5. You are holding 5 value, first value, second value, third value, and fourth and fifth value, right? Here
That's right.
first value,
Yeah.
second value, third, fourth, fifth. But the indexing should be start 0. The 0, 1, 2,
2,
3.
3,
So last
yeah.
would be the 4.
4. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Always, if you want to access the last element always should be the length minus 1.
Lane
Right?
minus. Okay. Yeah.
If this is the length 5, then last element would be at a 4 position.
Yeah.
If you're trying to access A of 5, array of bound exception.
Right.
Right? So this is be checked. So notice I may running less than not equal to. Notice I am only run loop less than length. Means ki 5 less than here 5 less than 5 only. Not the equal to. You cannot run here equal to 5, right?
Okay, okay, I see, I
If
see.
you
Yeah,
are
yeah.
equal to, that means you are going to access the length. If 5, then you're going to access the 5. And now you're getting the array out of bound exception. Right?
Okay, okay, yeah.
So be careful whenever you are writing this condition should be run always the less than 1, or you can say here -1. In this way work, whatever the length -1 you can run, right?
Okay, I see.
So,
So when you type length,
mm,
the Java
mm,
always add extra.
no, all at the time of initializations here you are giving the 5 actually.
Yeah,
You are, if you here pass then the 5, their length is the become a 5.
right,
But the
right.
way you are going to access variable, the indexing start 0. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 means last number would be the -1 because you start first position in a 0 position, right?
Okay, okay. Yeah, yeah, I understand.
So last value always come length -1. So whenever you run the loop, ensure that you are running the loop from length -1. Or you write here length
Oh,
-1, or you can say just remove it and just not equal to, less than.
okay, I got it. Yeah,
Both you have option.
right.
Is it okay?
It's good now. Yes.
Okay. So tomorrow you will try some practice like
Sure,
creating array of integer, array of float, array of character, right?
sure.
And write like I've written some function. You can write the different like last time you notice we have a one thing also. Till now no, you could you to declare variable, right? Similarly now this array you can pass integer into the method parameter, or your method can return as well as. So you can write like here any method that can return array value, okay, and that
Okay.
can also
Okay.
take array value, right?
So we can use the previous class example using array.
Plus, you
Like,
can just if it's possible, right?
yeah, return array. Okay.
Uh, one thing in the Java, all array are considered as an object. Okay, this is the object. So if
Mhm.
so, whenever this is not a primitive. Here, like a primitive data type, but whenever it's convert to array, it become an object.
Right, right.
So please be note that in the Java, array is always in the form of object. Okay, and you can declare array variable, and you can pass. You can also declare input parameter array, and also can declare return value as well as array. Previously, here we are passing only integer. Now you can pass
Yeah.
array as well as, right. Even your method can return. So in this aware means ki array can use in everywhere where till now we have used the data types like integer, float, double, right?
Right.
So array is all the places you can use. Good example, your main method, this support the array of string. Notice this is a syntax.
Yeah.
So on array we discuss multiple example solution and
Yeah, I think the last part, what you showed, if you give more example in the coming class,
yeah,
then it will be
surely.
clear because it's little difficult. This part
Yeah.
I did not understand.
So
Yeah.
I'm just trying to say ki whenever writing any method,
Yeah.
previously you always pass the, and here we're passing the only one number, right?
Yeah.
But here you can pass array as well as. And
Okay.
if
Okay. Okay.
you're returning some void or returning integer, returning float, you can return array as well as array of that.
Oh, I see. I see. I see.
Only
Okay.
change before that we can you can return only integer. That means they can return only one value, but your
Right.
method can return three values, right? Then you have
Okay.
to use the concept of your array.
Right. Right. Okay. Okay. Got it. Now it's clear.
Oh, it's clear. Means whatever the method you are going to write, that method can support array. Means array means multiple value.
So if we are returning the method, then we should not type null, should we?
Now let's here return like any like integer x z equal to like any value like 3 comma 4.
Yeah.
and you can return your S, right?
Okay. I see.
You return that should be array type S. Let's say
Right.
you are trying to write a method that return all the even number. All the even number, that means they have a multiple number even. No? You
Right.
want
Yes.
to return from method, then you have to use the syntax array. We'll discuss more detail in array. Okay,
Sure.
but you
Sure.
should aware method also support array. Means input parameter can be method and output parameter can be method. Array. So
Okay. I got it. Okay.
till now it's
Yeah.
so
It's clear for me. Yeah.
that is okay.
Yeah.
So can we stop the session? Okay.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
So
Take care.
thank you and see you
Thank you.
tomorrow.
See
Thank
you
you.
tomorrow.